forgot my name, but the light still burns. No ships come around these cliffs, only waves with broken lips. Salt has carved my weathered hands like old maps across the sand. 40 winters, 40 tides, only silence by my side. Letters turn to fading dust, iron chains consumed by rust. The sea don't care who disappears, it only swallows hopes and years. I'm the last lighthouse keeper, guarding ghosts that never leave. Every storm keeps calling louder, like the ocean still believes. If this light goes dark tonight, no one else will know the way. I'll burn with every flame I have, till the sea carries me away. There's a chair that never moves, waiting for forgotten shoes. Coffee cold since 10:30, like she'll walk right in again. Every sunrise feels the same, still I whisper her old name. Even ghosts don't sing anymore, only waves against the shore. Maybe heaven lives at sea, maybe it abandoned me. Still I climb these wooden stairs, lighting hope for no one there. When the morning finds these stones and this tower stands alone, tell the wind I never ran, I stayed until the bitter end. If tomorrow never comes, leave my lantern to the waves. The last lighthouse keeper, never feared the dark. Only the sea remembers. The preacher carried a worn-out Bible, the outlaw carried a loaded gun. Both men walking toward the sunset, knowing neither could outrun. The preacher's coat was faded black, dust from 1,000 miles on his back. His eyes held storms he'd never told, and prayers that had long grown cold. The outlaw rode a tired mare, with scars and blood stains everywhere. Wanted posters filled the towns, yet no reward could hunt him down. One searched for grace, one searched for peace. Neither man could find release. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. Beside an old saloon, beneath the blood-red harvest moon. No words were spoken for a while, just weary eyes and crooked smiles. The preacher poured a glass of rye, the outlaw stared into the night. Both carried ghosts they couldn't shake, both carried choices they couldn't take back. The town around them slowly slept, while memories they buried crept. Old regrets came crawling near, whispering things they feared to hear. The whiskey burned, the silence spoke, every promise slowly broke. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. The preacher said, I've buried saints, I've buried thieves, I've buried men who begged forgiveness on their final knees. The outlaw laughed, I've robbed banks, I've shed blood, but every man I've ever killed was someone's son. Then silence filled the desert air. Neither man had more to share, 'cause deep inside they understood the line between evil and good. But darkness lingered with them still. The road stretched on through dust and stone, a path neither would walk alone. Coyotes cried across the plain like mourners singing through the rain. The preacher opened up his book, the outlaw never dared to look. Yet side by side they rode ahead toward whatever fate had said. Two different men beneath one sky, both preparing for goodbye. The desert remembers, the wind remembers, the dead remember, and God remembers. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. The preacher and the outlaw ride toward the place where secrets hide. The preacher and the outlaw. The night was old, older than the road beneath my feet. Amid the devil at the crossroads lay, dust on my boots in a heavy fade. He tipped his hat beneath the moonlight glow, said, "Son, there's places only lost men go." The pines stood still, the fields were dead. A murder of crows flew overhead. The gravel road stretched black and thin, like it knew every secret buried within. I carried regrets in a burlap sack, 100 sins and no way back. The stars look cold above the plain, like heaven forgot my name again. He smiled slow through cigarette smoke, like every promise was a cruel joke. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. Counties time forgot, past rusted churches left to rot. White paint peeling from the walls, listening to distant judgment calls. An old gas station flickered weak, like a dying prayer nobody speaks. A widow watched from her porch swing, while the night swallowed everything. I saw my reflection in a muddy creek, a tired old ghost too worn to weep. The man staring back wasn't who I knew, just a shadow stitched in black and blue. The devil laughed and raised his glass, said nothing good was built to last. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. pray beside my bed, begging God to guide where I was led. But prayers grow weak in a broken land when whiskey becomes a guiding hand. The train tracks cried beneath the moon like they knew I'd be leaving soon. Every town I touched turned cold, every promise bought and sold. The devil said, boy, you ain't evil, you're just tired. And tired men make desperate deals. Darkness moved beside the trees, carrying forgotten memories. I heard chain gangs in the wind, heard echoes of where I'd been. The river sang a mournful tune beneath a blood-red harvest moon. The farther we went, the less I knew if hell was ahead or already through. Maybe every mile I'd traveled long had been the devil's road all along. The sky turned black, the stars disappeared, no angels came, no voices near. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, take what is mine. From the truth my whole life. Devil at the crossroads, don't let me hide, selling my soul for one more ride. The devil disappeared before the dawn, like he was never there at all. But every midnight when the cold wind blows, I still hear him waiting down at the crossroads. Stood on a lonely hill, white paint fading cold and still, black wings circling through the gray, like they knew what happened that day. Its windows stared like hollow eyes toward forgotten southern skies, the wooden cross above the door had weathered storms for years and more. The graveyard slept beneath the weeds, guarding secrets no one reads. Broken stones lean toward the earth, marking sorrow, loss, and birth. The wind blew hard across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry, beneath the cold and empty sky. Lived there once, speaking words of providence, but whispers spread from town to town when strange misfortune came around. A farmer vanished in the rain, never seen alive again. A widow swore she heard him pray long after death had come his way. Every Sunday fewer came, fear replacing faith and shame, until one stormy autumn night the chapel lost its final light. The bell stopped ringing, the door stayed closed, and darkness claimed what heaven knows. Cold and empty sky. Some say the preacher lost his mind.
Some say he made a bargain.
Some say the devil came one night
and left before the morning.
But every story ends the same.
A storm,
a scream,
a scream,
a flash of lightning, and the crows, always the crows. Casting shadows long and wide, the chapel stood against the glow, like a monument to sorrow. I climbed the hill through mud and rain, drawn by something I couldn't explain. The front door creaked beneath my hand like it remembered every man. chapel stood alone. The storm had passed. Last whistle, one last ride. Platform lights are growing dim, only echoes wait for them. Tickets fade inside my hand for a place that left this land. Still remembers every wheel, more than any wound can heal. Names are carved into the rail like forgotten bedtime tales. No one's waiting at the end. Still I pull the throttle back again. Last train to nowhere, rolling through forgotten years. Every mile steals another memory. Every bridge is built from tears. No destination on the map, only smoke against the black. If you're tired of running home, take the last train to nowhere. Station clocks all stopped at 3. Time surrendered quietly. Suitcases are full of dust, photographs dissolve to rust. Every tunnel hides a song that the living sang too long. Now the only voice I hear is the engine changing gears. If the track should disappear, I'll keep driving through my fear. Some roads end beneath the sky, mine just never learned to die. Every ghost becomes a passenger. Every sinner finds a seat when my final whistle blows. Leave my lantern by the road. Maybe someone lost like me will ride the last train to nowhere. The tracks never ended, only the world did. church bell cracked, the sun went down. Footsteps echoed through the dust, like a warning nobody trusts. Storefront windows stood in line, frozen somewhere beyond time. The faded signs and weathered wood held more stories than they should. The sheriff's office sat alone, like a forgotten gravestone. Its peeling paint and broken glass watched another shadow pass. The wind carried whispers from the hills, and every whisper gave me chills. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Same as every night before. She swore she heard the rider come when the church clock struck one. A black horse crossed the empty square with no living soul sitting there. Its iron shoes struck sparks below, like embers from a fire long ago. Tracks beyond the creek still groan with voices soft and weak. Men who vanished years before, searching for a forgotten shore. Nobody asked what happened then. Some secrets never leave Red Creek again. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Father told me when I was young, never stay when the night has come. Leave before the moon climbs high, before you hear the widow cry. But youth is blind and pride runs deep, and some promises we never keep. So I wandered where the darkness spread, toward the old graveyard hill instead. There beneath the crooked pine, I saw figures standing in a line, silent faces pale and gray, watching the world decay. Clouds rolled over the harvest moon, and the town grew colder far too soon. Every porch light flickered weak as fear returned to Red Creek. I heard the bell begin to ring, though no hand touched a thing. One slow toll across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. And the rider crossed the square, the black horse breathing frozen air. He tipped his hat and turned away and vanished before the break of day. The wind stopped blowing, the night stood still, the town held its breath beyond the hill. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, lost souls wandering through the night. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where darkness always finds its way. Some towns disappear with time, some towns become legends, and some towns never let the dead leave. Red Creek was one of those towns. Midnight fell on Red Creek town, the church bell cracked, the sun went down. Footsteps echoed through the dust, like a warning nobody trusts. Storefront windows stood in line, frozen somewhere beyond time. The faded signs and weathered wood held more stories than they should. The sheriff's office sat alone, like a forgotten gravestone. It's peeling paint and broken glass. Watched another shadow pass. The wind carried whispers from the hills, and every whisper gave me chills. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Locked her door, same as every night before. She swore she heard the rider come when the church clock struck one. A black horse crossed the empty square, with no living soul sitting there. Its iron shoes struck sparks below, like embers from a fire long ago. Creek, still grown with voices soft and weak. Men who vanished years before, searching for a forgotten shore. Nobody asks what happened then. Some secrets never leave. Red Creek again. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. My father told me when I was young, never stay when the night has come. Leave before the moon climbs high, before you hear the widow cry. But youth is blind and pride runs deep, and some promises we never keep. So I wondered where the darkness spread, toward the old graveyard hill instead. There beneath the crooked pine, I saw a figure standing in a line. Silent faces, pale and gray, watching the world decay. Rolled over the harvest moon, and the town grew colder far too soon. Every porch light flickered weak as fear returned to Red Creek. I heard the bell begin to ring, though no hand touched a thing. One slow toll across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Then the ride across the square, the black horse breathing frozen air. He tipped his hat and turned away, and vanished before the break of day. The wind stopped blowing, the night stood still. The town held its breath beyond the hill. Midnight in Red Creek tonight. Shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every stood on a lonely hill, white paint fading cold and still, black wings circling through the gray, like they knew what happened that day. Its windows stared like hollow eyes toward forgotten southern skies. The wooden cross above the door had weathered storms for years and more. The graveyard slept beneath the weeds, guarding secrets no one reads. Broken stones lean toward the earth, mocking sorrow, loss and birth. The wind blew hard across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. No preacher lived there once, speaking words of providence, but whispers spread from town to town when strange misfortune came around. A farmer vanished in the rain, never seen alive again. A widow swore she heard him pray long after death had come his way. Every Sunday fewer came, fear replacing faith and shame, until one stormy autumn night the chapel lost its final light. The bell stopped ringing, the door stayed closed, and darkness claimed what heaven knowed. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above my hand like it remembered every man. Inside the pew sat covered in dust, abandoned hymns and fading trust. Then somewhere deep within the dark, a single crow let out a mark. The chapel remembers, the graveyard remembers, the crows remember, the dead remember. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. Crows above the chapel remain through every storm and every rain. Crows above the chapel soar, guarding secrets forevermore. By sunrise, the hill was empty, the chapel stood. Don't stop. The river remembers. Black water rolls without a sound, dragging those secrets underground. The bridge still stands but barely breathes, covered up in dying leaves. Mama warned me years before, don't knock on that cabin door. Some folks leave without goodbye, some just disappear at night. Black water crossing calls my soul like a song I've always known. Every ripple hides a lie, every raven knows the sky. If I vanish with the tide, don't come looking, don't ask why. The river always takes its toll down at Blackwater Crossing. Lantern light begins to fade, names are carved into the shade. Every sinner pays the fee to the river and the cypress trees. The current never forgives, it only keeps what it receives. Blackwater Crossing, where silence is the loudest here. No judge, no trial, only water deep and still. mistakes I can't explain. Every scar tells the same old tale of roads where good men fail. I've slept beneath neon lights and wandered through endless nights, chasing freedom town to town, while my soul kept breaking down. The whiskey burned but never healed. The truth was something I concealed. Every promise left behind still haunts the corners of my mind. The farther I ran from yesterday, the closer the darkness came. The devil knows my name tonight. He calls me through the pale moonlight. The devil knows my name too well. I've danced too close to hell. The devil knows my name somehow. He's standing in the shadows now. The devil knows my name by heart, like he knew me from the start. Beside the creek where my mother used to speak, she'd pray for mercy on my soul long before I lost control. I can still hear her trembling voice warning me about my choices. But youth runs wild and pride runs deep, and some debts never fall asleep. Now every highway looks the same. Every mile repeats my shame. Every mirror shows a face, trying hard to leave no trace. The storm clouds gathered overhead like ghosts of words I never said. The devil knows my name tonight. He calls me through the pale moonlight. The devil knows my name too well. I've danced too close to hell. The devil knows my name somehow. He's standing in the shadows now. The devil knows my name by heart, like he knew me from the start. I met him once, or maybe twice, at a crossroads late at night. He wore a smile sharp as a knife and spoke of every wasted life. He knew my fears, he knew my sins, he knew where all the darkness begins. And when he whispered my name aloud, the thunder answered from the clouds. shining through the pouring rain. The highway stretched beyond my sight, a black river through the night. I stopped beside an old oak tree, where the dead seemed to speak to me. Their voices drifted through the wind, warning me where I had been. For a moment I saw the truth, the sins of age and sins of youth. And every road I traveled far had left another scar. The highway remembers, the whiskey remembers, the devil remembers, and God remembers. The devil knows my name tonight. He calls me through the pale moonlight. The devil knows my name too well. I've danced too close to hell. The devil knows my name somehow. He's standing in the shadows now. The devil knows my name by heart, like he knew me from the start. The devil knows my name tonight, but I still see a distant light. The devil knows my name, it's true, but redemption might know it too. The storm kept moving, the moon kept watching, the highway kept stretching into darkness, and somewhere between heaven and hell I kept driving.